sunset is beautiful. The flies over here are annoying. They're not over there, but...
How insane is that?
That's just living.
That is our sunset. How crazy! Hey guys, and welcome back to our journey through the Oodnadatta track. So part 2. So we've just left the Pink Roadhouse in Oodnadatta and we are currently at the Alger Buckner Bridge. Now, a bit of history about the Alger Buckner Bridge. It was constructed back in the late 1870s and it was finished in the early 1890s. So I don't know if you can tell just how long this bridge is. It's actually heritage listed and was, maybe still is, the longest bridge in South Australia. Now, just down the bottom there to my left is a crumpled up beer can of a car. Now, the story goes, don't quote me on this, but the story goes that it was the Neils River here, which is where we are, which is where the bridge is situated over, was flooded, and the track runs down through the actual river itself that you drive on. And this person, it was flooded, and this person decided they had to get across this river. So they decided they would try and take the bridge, which is definitely not designed for cars to cross. Decided that was their way. Unfortunately, they didn't wait to see whether a train would come or anything. They just went, nah, screw it, I'm going now. They got onto the track and barely made it onto the bridge before a train started coming, and they had to bail, leave their car, and their car sits as a remnant at the bottom of the Alger Buckner Bridge for everyone to see. So, bit of history there. If you do come into the Outback, you need one of these. You might feel ridiculous at first, but holy, you'll appreciate it when there is a million flies on you.
I'll show you Daddy's back, okay? Holy guacamole! Look how many flies.
I was definitely like, we won't use that. We're not losers. We're losers.
The only losers are people that suffer through it, honestly. Yeah, they're quite bad. You definitely need some fly nets.
Beneath the shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in a life you never could offer? Even if you never flown before, you can.
Fingers crossed. They're all out. Bugger. Didn't get here early enough. But how cool is that? We're in the middle of literally nowhere. And there's an egg stage, like a just pull over honesty system egg, buy your eggs. There are none though. No eggs. We missed out, I reckon. That group,
Oh yeah.
I reckon that group of cruisers that we just passed probably bought them all out.
Yeah.
We made it. We're in William Creek, having lunch. Thought I'd do a bit of a road report. Something a bit different. A bit of a road report on what it was like between the bridge. Between the bridge and William Creek. So starting from Marla, we were told that between Marla and Oodnadatta was probably the rockiest part, and I would agree. However, between the bridge and William Creek, I think we went through about
a million.
Every different kind of like road conditions you could think of on dirt. So there was a bit of bull dust in the bottoms of the creeks. There was so many dips. So many dips, and there was some that you just didn't even know were there until you were in them, because they were so quick after the original dip you sort of went through. We saw some pretty cool ruins along the way, and we somehow managed to change sides of where the rail track was without even knowing. So at some point we drove over and changed the sides of the rail track.
We are going in for a pub feed tonight at the hotel, so no cooking dinner. Which means no setup.
No, it's great. We're at the hotel camp. It's like a campground here. It's huge.
We're in the no powered section, so we're the only ones.
We're like way at the back. However, sunset should be over there. Not that we'll see it, because we'll be in the hotel tonight having dinner, playing some pool.
Yep. Gonna teach the kids how to play pool.
Yeah. Something different when in an outback town with a pub. Why not? Pub dinner.
Pub dinner. It's birthday dinner.
No,
birthday
no
meal.
one knows that yet. Jeez.
It's Cameron's birthday tomorrow.
No.
He turns 32.
I turn old. No, not really. Still nimble as.
He turns 32. And we're meant to be here tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
then the whole water thing happened.
The whole water thing happened, and we just changed plans. So pre-birthday pub feed. Nice.
Never learn to rise above these crowds. Stuck in the dust of the life that you found. With nowhere to go, no higher ground. Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound.
In sight. No camels, but
No.
I'm
That would have been a birthday miracle.
Still hopeful.
I would have loved that. Because there's water there too. Like they could have
Yeah.
come for a drink. I was really hoping to see a camel.
We have less than 200 k's.
It's just crazy.
The Oodie track left.
It's been so good.
How do you feel? You liked it?
I've loved it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'm gonna.
And it makes me want to do even more of these.
Yeah, I didn't. So when we left Alice, Cameron wanted to do a track.
I wanted to do basically like the bins track and stuff from Alice Springs through Fink and through Mount Dare, Dalhousie Springs, and enter into Oodnadatta from the north.
But I was anxious because of the Morini loop that we took. It was only like 140 k's of dirt road, and somebody said it had been recently graded, so we didn't do anything to prepare for the track. So we had a few things break that I wish that, like, I knew that they had the potential to be damaged.
Yeah.
And we didn't prepare for it, which is annoying because then they were damaged and we had to, Anyway, so I didn't want to do from Alice because of I didn't want to be stuck in the middle of nowhere with a damaged caravan. And at least the Oodnadatta track, there's Oodnadatta, there's William Creek, there's Coward Springs, and they're all fairly close-ish to one another. Like they're all within 100-ish k's of one another. Anyway, I can explain it to the cows come home, but I didn't want to do it. We didn't do it. I wanted to see how the caravan and the car, although I knew the car would be fine, but I wanted to see how the caravan would hold up on the Oodnadatta track. And we are less than 200 k's from her completion.
And our only issue was that water valve.
And I've heard some horror stories about caravans like completely falling apart. Like the fridges coming out of the fridge, out of the wall. Like, I don't know, that would be a nightmare. So I wanted to see how she'd do, and she has done perfectly. Look, oh, she's so good. We've been on the track for 5 nights now. This is night number 6. We have cooked on the fire, like cooked dinner on the fire, 2 nights now. 2 nights, and that's never happened before. Like, we've never done that before. The sunsets are bananas out here. It's just beautiful. It's so relaxing. Like, I don't know if you can get better than like watching the sunset by the fire. Do you know what I mean?
In the middle of the Outback.
Like,
yeah.
It's quiet here. I know tomorrow we're going to jump back on the road and it's going to be another actually interesting journey. We're just not hitting the A1.
No.
And driving with a million different other people.
It's a good change.
It's such a good change. I've really enjoyed it.
I'm glad, because I was a little concerned. I didn't know how much you would enjoy hitting the dirt for an extended period. So I'm glad, because I want to do this so much more.
The motto for travellers or van lifers or whatever you want to call us, nomads, is it comes in waves, right? Life comes in waves, and it does. We were depressed as all hell when we were in Uluru. It was so hard for us to get out of bed at Uluru. So it comes in waves. Life comes in waves. And I have been riding the tip of the wave, even with the water issue. Even with the rough road, I have been weird. It was just beautiful here. I even thought, pulling up to here, I even thought, oh, this one isn't a great campsite. Like, it's really windy, and it is so windy.
It's been windy all day.
And tomorrow it's getting up to 72-kilometre-hour
winds here.
So we definitely won't stay another night. But like, the sun's just set. We have the fire on. I cooked on the fire again tonight, and it's so good. Life is so good. And it's your birthday. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna go watch One Piece.
Yeah. Someone made a cake on the Weber.
I made a cake. I made scones and a brownie.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go eat up a storm of sweets, which is Cameron's favorite thing.
I love a sweet.
Yeah,
I love a snack.
You do.
I love a dessert. Yeah.
We're gonna watch a movie together, and we're just gonna relax tonight under the stars. They're not out yet.
They're not.
So good. Life is so good. Life out here is so good. Don't get me wrong, I'm missing the ocean.
But we have a few hot springs and stuff too.
We do. I'm so excited for the hot springs.
Yeah,
we also have a little island, if you can guess it here. If you can guess what island we're going to, you just get a star from me, gold star. I don't have anything to give you, but we are headed south. We're going to an island, and we're only taking the swags. So we're going to be over there for, I don't know how long. Don't know.
4 or 5 days.
We're only taking the swags. Can you guess what island we're going to?
I'll give you a hint. It's south from us.
Yeah. Is there any other islands south from us? Was it just the one? I don't know.
It's not Tasmania.
Yeah. Let's have a beautiful night. Relaxing. If these freaking flies will just buzz off, why are they still out? Go to bed. Good morning, guys. It's a not so fun cleanup today. I'm leaning on the window there. Yesterday when we got to this campsite, it was windy. It was like 42k an hour winds, which is fine. It was windy. We're on a huge like plain. Like there's nothing. There's no hills, there's no trees, there's nothing. Well, we checked the weather, and this morning, or today, it's supposed to be 72-kilometer winds. It is like 7:30, and we are on, the wind has just picked up. It was dead still. Now it's just kicked up. Now we're on a mad rush to clean everything up. You can't even tell from you. You look normal here. Like, it's insane. It is picking up. Okay, brakes off, gas is off, everything's hooked up. Thank you. Spare battery. Let's go. Let's get somewhere where it's not windy.
And I make
Hey.
I see that.
it's like the same as last time.
Driving into a dust storm.
Windy down.
The wind has died down.
Yeah.
Is it nice to be in?
Hey, Mamma Mia.
I'm good.
Your arms and your legs and
Oh, this is fun. This is nice.
oh, here. Better.
Oh, got water in your mouth.
I'm getting close.
It's definitely not warm.
Wiley. It's not bad.
It was warmer this morning, I swear.
No.
Everyone's body
Why?
made it cool.
We are at probably like the #1 spot that we wanted to see on the Oodnadatta track.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming to Coward Springs was like
The experience.
the experience of doing this. The water comes out at a rather comfortable 27, 28 degrees out of the ground. And apparently, from what I read, the water that we get here takes 2 million years to get to here. So as it comes off the Great Dividing Range in Queensland, New South Wales, it runs down, and when it's able to seep into the water into the Great Artesian Basin, it takes 2 million years for it to be able to rise back up down
I
here.
read that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool fact.
So this is one of the major sort of points on the old Ghan rail, Coward Springs. A lot of people used to come here for the hotel and the pool. And in, I think it was the 70s,
100 years of people
100 years of people in this
bathing
pool.
in this.
I believe it's the 70s. It was actually heritage listed because what happened was, because the artesian water is quite salty and it's full of minerals, it actually eroded the bore system and spilt millions of litres of water over a number of years out and created its own wetland. And it was then heritage listed because it's now the home of many birds and animals and stuff. So
Pretty cool.
an accident,
We just came here though because it's pretty.
yeah, an accident created an oasis. What a way to start the day. Some terrible corrugation.
Some really bad corrugation.
However, we are at the lookout on the southern side of Lake Eyre, or Caddy Thunder,
Caddy Thunder Lake Eyre.
and it is
Beautiful.
beautiful. There's actually
Crazy.
we're actually lucky we got to see some water in it too.
Yeah, there's water.
But it's stunning, and you just don't understand how big this lake is until you actually
That's just showing the
see it
gowns
yourself.
too. Yeah, you
And
got to see it on a map.
we are currently in like this little break off of, like, at the bottom of this little break off of what they call Caddy Thunder Lake Eyre South, and it's huge, let alone the actual physical
The rest
main
of the
lake,
Yeah.
which
That's
we
great.
can't even see. It's
Yeah.
just one big white salt plain out there.
That's a good ride.
Today is our
Yeah. Last day
last
on the
day
Oodie.
on the Oodie. Still got a couple more stops.
Yep.
before we get to Muroolina, but
Let's go.
yeah.
Are you sad
I am.
that this is your last night, the last day on the Uber?
It's bittersweet. I've really enjoyed my time on it, but I'm also excited for the next thing.
I'm so excited for what's coming.
Yeah. So we have one more stunning campsite to end this Outback trip. Flies are terrible.
And then we're heading to the ocean.
Heading to the ocean eventually.
You excited for the ocean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get back in the water.
Yeah, it's I'm excited for the ocean. Have you enjoyed our little Outback trip though?
Yes.
It's been nice, hey?
Cool. It has.
Have you enjoyed the off-road aspect?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Except for today.
Yeah, today's been a bit rough.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you, Thea? Good? You've had fun? To show you what we were meaning with what we can see is massive but is nowhere near as big as what it is. I'll show you the map. This little bit is what we can see, and that is how big Lake Eyre is, or Oodnadatta Lake Eyre. That's what we can see, this tiny little off bit, and that's how much is behind it.
We did it! We found it! Welcome to Mulleroona Station. The flies are awful.
So bad.
It was so hard to find this part. We knew it existed because it's been posted about constantly on Wikicamps, and we found it. We found it. And we are definitely coming back here for at least one dip.
Yep.
At least one.
It's warmer than Coward. It's warmer than Coward Spring.
Yeah, it definitely is. Coward was actually quite balmy when you think about it. It's 27 degrees and it felt cold.
Yes.
Well, not cold, but it wasn't like warm enough to be comfortable in it for a long period of time, especially with the amount of wind we've been getting. And we just had 2 rather cold days. But this is
nice.
Yeah.
It's gross.
But nice.
Like, it is gross. There's a lot of like algae. It's just algae.
It is what it is.
But there's plastic chairs up there.
Yep.
So we can sit on the chairs.
And chill in the warm water.
Chill in the warm water, yeah.
Look at this. All to ourselves.
We've had a good time.
What was your favourite spot?
My favorite spot was Coward Springs.
Really?
Yeah. Coward Springs.
Coward
It
Spring.
was nice.
It was very nice. Thea?
Coward.
Yeah. What about you, Papa?
I would have to say Alger Buckner Bridge.
I would agree with you.
It was stunning there. The sunset and the sunrise were just on point for that location. I also have to say a big shout out to the Pink Roadhouse for their help during our time on the Oodnadatta as well.
Yep.
We were down water after.
We were down water, we were down spirits.
Yep. And from that point, it has been smooth sailing.
Golden.
So just a big shout out to the Pink Roadhouse for allowing us to fill our water tanks back up there. I thoroughly enjoyed my birthday pub feed at William Creek Hotel. I guess I've just really enjoyed this experience.
It's been really nice. It's been nice to some highlights. We've cooked over the fire
Yeah.
for the first time since we've been on the road.
Yep.
We have pretty much gone off grid. No, we have gone off grid
Mhm.
since we left Alice Springs.
Yeah, we haven't touched a power box.
The only thing that we've needed to get is water, which is obvious.
Yep.
Water's not indefinite, and it's just been so relaxing.
The other thing is we've done about 700 kilometers of dirt road so far, and I have loved every bit of it. It is a fantastic experience to get out and do some of these
I'm
iconic...
surrounded. Don't touch me.
It's been really good to get out and do quite an iconic track, and I really do look forward to doing more of these in the coming weeks / months. Sadly, is the end of our Oodnadatta experience and our Oodnadatta travel. So if you're looking for a campsite either at the start or the end of your Oodnadatta experience, definitely come out and spend a night at the Mulleroona Station campground here. It is
If you want to find the directions, cross the river.
Cross the Billabong and you'll end up at a sign. Just follow that road all the way down. You will eventually come to a stream. That is where the hot springs is.
Nobody tells you.
No one tells you. There is no directions anywhere. But we're just giving you them. So I hope you've enjoyed our Oodnadatta experience. We have.
Yep.
And we look forward to seeing you in the next vlog as we hit the Flinders Ranges. Yeah. So bye from us for now.
Bye.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Goodbye.